Welcome back to the deep dive. This time we're diving into Indian classical music,
Oh, very nice.
specifically Dhrupad.
Okay.
You've shared some excerpts from
Yeah.
a text on Dhrupad music.
Yes.
It's considered like a foundational source.
Yeah.
We're going to be exploring the intricacies of ragas and talas and all the rich history
Absolutely.
woven into this ancient art form.
It's always exciting to delve into these revered texts.
Ready to unlock the secrets of Dhrupad.
I think this will be a really valuable deep dive for you.
The text starts by discussing the origin of ragas.
Mm-hmm.
It mentions 6 fundamental ragas that were born from the divine couple,
Okay.
Mahadev, also known as Shiva, and Parvati.
Uh-huh.
And it even links each raga to a specific direction or a deity.
It's fascinating how this text connects music to a spiritual dimension, wouldn't you say? Each raga becomes more than just a set of notes, you know? It carries a symbolic meaning, a connection to something larger than itself.
Right.
This gives us a glimpse into the philosophical underpinnings of Dhrupad music.
Right. But is this belief in the divine origin of ragas, like, universally accepted?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
And it highlights an important point. While the text presents this particular narrative, other scholars and traditions have different perspectives on the origin of ragas.
Okay.
It reminds us that even in ancient art forms like Dhrupad, there are ongoing discussions and different interpretations.
So it's not a closed book.
Right.
Even when dealing with ancient wisdom,
Exactly.
there's still room for exploration,
Absolutely.
different viewpoints. That makes it even more intriguing.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's move on to a concept that I found a little bit tricky.
Okay.
Murchana.
Yes.
The text defines it as a specific arrangement of the 7 notes, or saptak,
Mm-hmm.
in ascending and descending order.
You're right, Murchana can be a bit elusive. The text goes beyond a simple definition of ascending and descending scales.
Yeah.
It emphasizes the precise order of these notes,
Okay.
which becomes crucial for creating different musical moods and scales. Think of each Murchana as a blueprint, laying out the possibilities for melody within a raga.
So it's not just about the notes themselves, but how they're arranged.
Exactly.
That order creates the foundation
Yeah.
for everything else that follows.
Now let's talk about swaras, which are essentially the individual notes within a raga.
Okay.
The text delves into the roles of Vadi Samvadi and the somewhat controversial Vivadi swaras.
I found this part particularly interesting. The Vadi swara is like the star of the raga,
Yes.
the most prominent and consonant note. The Samvadi swara complements, it adds a sense of harmony.
Yes.
But then we have the Vivadi swara, which is dissonant. Why would you want a dissonant note in music that's supposed to be harmonious?
That's a question that has fascinated musicians and scholars for centuries.
Right.
Some see Vivadi swaras as disruptive elements to be avoided,
Mm.
while others believe that their strategic use can actually enhance the raga's emotional depth. Think of it like a story. Would you find a story without any conflict or tension compelling?
Probably not. It'd be pretty flat.
Exactly. Similarly, Vivadi swaras, when handled skillfully, introduce tension and release.
Right.
This can make the music more profound and emotionally engaging. It's about using dissonance to create a more dynamic and ultimately harmonious whole.
It's like adding a pinch of spice to a dish.
Yes.
Too much can overpower everything, but just the right amount brings out the other flavors and
Yeah.
creates something more complex and interesting.
That's a great analogy. This discussion of swaras shows us the depth of thought and artistry that goes into creating a raga.
Right.
It's not just about pleasant sounds, it's about a nuanced understanding of how sounds interact to create a specific emotional and aesthetic effect.
Speaking of nuance, the text also highlights the role of language in understanding Dhrupad.
Yes.
It mentions the use of Sanskrit and later Hindi and other Indian languages.
This is a crucial point. Just like any art form, Dhrupad is embedded in a cultural and linguistic context.
Wow.
Understanding the language and its evolution is key to grasping the nuances of the music itself. It's like appreciating a poem. You need to understand the language to fully appreciate its meaning and beauty.
So Dhrupad isn't just about notes and rhythms.
Right.
It's also about the words and their historical significance.
Absolutely. And it's fascinating to see how the terminology has evolved, reflecting changes in language and culture over time. For instance, terms like gharana, referring to a particular school or style of music, have transformed over the years. This linguistic journey highlights how Dhrupad, despite its ancient roots, is a living and evolving tradition.
Okay, so we've touched on the divine origins of ragas, the concept of murchana, the interplay of swaras, and the importance of language. Where do we go from here? What other fascinating insights does this ancient text hold?
Well, next we can delve into the specific instruments that have shaped the sound of Dhrupad.
Okay,
Satnartana has quite a bit to say about that.
sounds intriguing. Let's take a closer look.
Yeah. Welcome back to our deep dive into Dhrupad. We've been exploring its philosophical and theoretical foundations, and now it's time to turn our attention to the instruments
Okay,
that give this ancient art form its unique voice.
I'm excited to learn more about this.
Yeah.
The text specifically mentions the tanpura,
Yes.
which seems to be a crucial instrument in Dhrupad. What makes it so special?
The tanpura is more than just an instrument. It's a sonic foundation for the entire performance. It's a drone instrument that provides a constant resonating backdrop against which the melody unfolds.
Interesting.
This drone creates a meditative atmosphere and allows the vocalist or instrumentalist to explore the nuances of the raga during a lap,
Okay.
a core element of Dhrupad.
A lap, that's the improvisational section where the musician really delves into the raga.
Exactly. A lap is all about exploring the emotional landscape of the raga, creating a gradual unfolding of its essence.
Okay.
The tanpura's steady drone provides a reference point, a grounding element that allows the musician to freely explore the melodic intricacies. The text contrasts the tanpura with instruments like the harmonium,
Oh, okay.
suggesting that the harmonium's fixed tuning and limited ability to produce gamak, or ornamentation,
Yeah.
make it less suitable for capturing the depth and fluidity of Dhrupad.
So it's not just about the sound itself, but how that sound supports and enhances the core principles of Dhrupad.
Yes.
The tanpura enables that meditative exploration, that deep dive into the raga's essence.
Precisely. Now let's move on to another fascinating aspect of Dhrupad discussed in Lidnak account, the concept of that.
I came across that term in the text as well. It seems like that is a way of classifying ragas based on their note structure.
You got it. Think of that as frameworks,
Okay.
like families of ragas that share a certain set of notes.
Okay.
The text mentions prominent ragas like Asavari, Kalyan, and Pyrav, each belonging to a different that. This classification system helps musicians understand the relationships between different ragas and how they relate to each other.
So if you understand that, you have a starting point for understanding the raga itself.
Exactly. It's like having a roadmap.
Okay.
Each gives you a basic structure, and then within that structure, you have the individual ragas, each with its own unique personality and emotional flavor.
Interesting.
For instance, the text associates Asavari with the evening and evokes a mood of longing and introspection. Kalyan, on the other hand, is associated with auspicious occasions and carries a bright and majestic quality.
So time of day and mood play a role in defining a raga. It's not just about the notes themselves.
Absolutely. The time of day, the season, the specific occasion, all these factors contribute to the overall emotional and aesthetic impact of a raga.
Yeah.
Dhrupad, as you can see, is an art form deeply connected to the natural world and the cycles of life.
It's like each raga becomes a sonic representation of a specific time and place, a way to capture the essence of a particular moment.
Beautifully put. Now, you might be wondering if each raga has a distinct set of notes. How do musicians know when one raga ends and another begins? Interestingly, the text acknowledges the blurred lines between certain ragas. Even experienced musicians can find it challenging to pinpoint the exact boundaries.
That seems counterintuitive. Wouldn't clear boundaries make it easier to understand and perform the music?
That's where the artistry and mastery of Dhrupad come into play.
Okay.
While the text provides a theoretical framework, the actual performance relies heavily on the musician's intuition, experience, and ability to navigate these subtle ambiguities.
So it's not just about following a set of rules, it's about understanding the spirit of the raga, its emotional essence.
You've hit the nail on the head.
Okay.
Skilled musicians use nuanced techniques of ornamentation, phrasing, and improvisation to maintain the integrity of each raga, even when the boundaries seem blurred.
That makes me think of a master chef who can blend seemingly disparate ingredients to create a harmonious and flavorful dish. It's not just about the individual ingredients, but how they work together to create a unified whole.
That's an excellent analogy. It highlights how Dhrupad musicians blend their knowledge, skill, and intuition to create a musical experience that transcends the written notes on the page.
This has been fascinating. We've explored the importance of the tanpura, the classification system of thoughts, and the intriguing concept of blurred boundaries between ragas. I'm starting to see how all these elements work together to create the unique sound and experience of Dhrupad. But we've only scratched the surface of this ancient art form, haven't we? There's still so much more to discover.
You're absolutely right. In the next part of our deep dive, we'll delve into the heart of Dhrupad, exploring its rhythmic framework, Tala.
I can't wait. Welcome back to our exploration of Dhrupad. We've journeyed through the origins of ragas, the concept of murchana, the role of instruments, and the intricate world of thoughts. Now it's time to unravel the rhythm and tapestry of Dhrupad Tala.
Tala is often described as the rhythmic framework of Indian classical music, and Tidono provides some valuable insights into how it works.
The text mentions this hierarchy of time units, from the smallest kshan to the largest lagu. It seems like a complex system.
It is complex, but also incredibly fascinating. These time units are like building blocks creating intricate rhythmic cycles that underpin the melodic structure. Different talas, such as shatal and teen tala, have distinct rhythmic patterns, each contributing to the overall character and flow of the music.
So Tala isn't just about keeping time. It's about creating a rhythmic structure that interacts with the melody, adding another layer of complexity and beauty to the music.
Exactly. It's like a rhythmic conversation between the melody and the percussion, creating a dynamic interplay that keeps the listener engaged. Imagine teen tala, a 16-beat cycle, as a steady pulse, providing a stable foundation for the raga to unfold. Then consider shatal, a 12-beat cycle with its syncopated rhythms, adding a sense of playfulness and surprise.
It's amazing how, even within the realm of rhythm, there's so much diversity and expressive potential. It makes me want to experience these rhythmic cycles firsthand to feel the energy and emotion they convey.
I think that's one of the most rewarding aspects of Dhrupad. It's an art form that engages not just the mind, but also the body and soul. Now, as we delve deeper into this ancient text, I'm struck by how Dhrupad is more than just music. It's a philosophy, a way of life. It speaks of discipline, dedication, and a profound connection with tradition.
I completely agree. It's like stepping into a world where sound becomes a vehicle for spiritual exploration and self-discovery.
Beautifully said. Dhrupad is a testament to the enduring power of oral tradition and the transformative potential of music to connect us with something larger than ourselves. Dhrupad acts as a guide, preserving this ancient wisdom and passing it on to future generations.
This deep dive into Drupad has been an incredible journey. We've explored its philosophical underpinnings, its intricate theoretical framework, and its profound connection to culture and tradition. But I have a feeling we've only just begun to scratch the surface.
You're absolutely right. Dhrupad is like an ocean vast and deep, waiting to be explored. The more you delve into it, the more you discover its hidden treasures.
So what's a key takeaway for our listener, the one thing they should remember from this deep dive?
I would say this. Dhrupad is more than just beautiful music. It's a journey into the heart of Indian culture and spirituality. It's an invitation to listen deeply, to connect with the emotions and stories woven into the fabric of sound, and to experience the transformative power of an ancient tradition that continues to resonate in the modern world.
That's a perfect note to end on. Thank you for guiding us through this fascinating exploration of Drupad. It's been an enlightening experience, and I'm sure our listeners feeling inspired to continue their own exploration of this rich and rewarding art form. And for those who want to keep the conversation going, you can always find more deep dives like this one on the Samvaad podcast series.